This video will help you prepare to submit your eligibility application for the Certified Employment Support Professional Certification Examination. After this, you should know where to find resources, what the eligibility requirements are and documentation required, and how to know the status of your application. In order to submit the application, you must complete all steps, pay the examination fee, and document your eligibility at the time of the application. If there are tasks that are listed as cannot be modified at this time, please work on the other tasks first, as those are required to be completed before you can work on the other steps of the application. The full application must be submitted by the application window deadline, which is listed on the application. Once submitted, it is intended for the testing window listed on the application. The examination fee must be received by National APSE by the exam application deadline. You can pay this fee through the application using a debit or credit card, or if you are paying by check, please submit the application first, then instructions will be sent to you for where to submit payment. If you will be requesting an accommodation for the exam, you can also do this on the application. There will be additional tasks for you should you request an accommodation. Once your application has been submitted, you will receive an email telling you it's been received, and it will be reviewed for eligibility within 3 business days. If your documentation is provided and you meet all eligibility requirements, you will receive notice through email and instructions to schedule your exam day and time during the testing window at the PSI testing site closest to you. If your application is missing required documentation, the application will be denied. Please ensure you are providing all documentation before applying. We will, in our best faith effort, try to understand things that are unclear and give you an opportunity to provide information on your application. Ultimately, it is your responsibility as the applicant to document how your experiences align with the CESP work experience definition and requirements. If additional questions are asked of you during the review, you will have one opportunity to provide additional documentation or clarification. You are responsible for knowing the status of your application and following instructions by the deadline. If you are unsure where you are in this process, please log in and see the status of the application at any time. Let's talk about the eligibility documentation. Eligibility requirements for test takers include education, experience, and code of conduct prerequisites to ensure that the individuals sitting for the examination and becoming certified have an acceptable level of knowledge, as demonstrated by education requirements, and skill, as demonstrated by experience requirement, needed to provide employment support services to individuals with significant disabilities at an entry level of competency. The certification was developed for employment support professionals who assist individuals with disabilities to obtain and maintain competitive employment in integrated workplaces. Candidates for the certification must meet these requirements at the time of their application for certification. The first is education. A high school diploma, GED, or equivalent is required. Next, professional work experience. One of the following work experiences must be documented through a resume and employer verification. Either 9 months of paid employment support professional work experience of working 20 or more hours per week with training that meets the training definition, or 1 or more years of paid employment support professional work experience that meets the work experience definition and proof of training is not required. On the application, you must provide an updated resume, which reflects your full experience as an employment support professional. Applications that do not include an updated resume or do not document your current position will be returned to you and denied. An employer verification is required, including written verification directly from your current or previous employer or employers to verify that you meet the work experience requirement. To be considered for the certification, the Council has outlined that this verification cannot come from the applicant themselves. Additional documentation may be requested, and you can submit to a funding source or programs with whom you contract. There is more information in the handbook specifically about the work experience requirements, the definitions, and the training definitions. Additionally, this will be included on the application where you'll be able to read about the requirements and know exactly what documentation is asked of you. The last thing includes signing the Code of Conduct on the application, in which you state you're agreeing to abide by the Employment Support Professional Certification Council's policies, procedures, and to uphold professional standards. Again, please reach out. Otherwise, the handbook is a great resource, as well as links throughout the application.